A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The option look. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's think a second about Arizona State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for a big play right off the bat. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the top.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On the option. Now the pitch. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Look out, he's got room. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The play action fake. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And he missed it. No good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Motion from the back. They'll go to the fullback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Hand off to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Off-play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Sun Devils in the hurry-up. On the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. And oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Flicks it out of the air. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just keep swinging it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Second down, he'll throw it. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll ride his man on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now it's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
And that's the first half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Steps away. Hit as he throws. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Try to get it to the edge. Looking for room at the 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Dyer. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Trying to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to take off. Strong, firm tackle.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to buy time. Creates a little room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, They got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now the play fake. Going for it all. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt, and this is great news coming up for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
It's third and goal and third and long. get him at the 15.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On the move. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, you could tell. I had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Turner. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Gets the back moving. They'll try the outside to the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes it a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Makes the grab, it's Matthews. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and
and it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Dyer. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense picks it up. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play. And then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Breaks into the open. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Memphis was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Bluff City. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Dyer. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's taking a deep shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play and they'll move the chains. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
But man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.